What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? It's your boy, the Tubi King, coming to you live on this Tuesday, man. We got a double feature on this evening with the movie Sneaky Links, which they should have came with a different title for that, and the movie that everybody has been talking about, If I Can't, man. So we finna dive into both of these movies shortly. As I always say, I pray that you've had a great day up to this point. If you have not, I pray that your day gets better. But if you have had a great day up to this point, I pray that it continues to be great. Okay, fam, we finna hop right up into it. The first movie that we're going to talk about is the movie that I said they should have came up with a different, title for it, man, because this movie was, I don't know if you want to call it a trip or whatever, but the movie Sneaky Links. So the lady in the front right there, her name was Tammy in the movie, and the guy behind her name was Jules. That was her boyfriend. She was this like famous influencer, and all that good stuff. Being on Instagram and posting and blogging and stuff like that. But she had an issue, right? And her issue is she was super, 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 super promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? That was her thing. And they named it Sneaky Links, but like she really wasn't. I mean, she was like out there, like out there like bad. And when I say like out there like bad, like I mean a guy could be at the bar and be like, "Hey, you didn't buy you a drink." And she's like, "Okay, thank you." But hey, let me walk you to your car. And then the next thing you know, the next scene, they had some room, laid up together. That's just how bad, she was. And the guy Jules, he was clueless. But, if you're an influencer and everybody knows you, right, sooner or later, it's gonna catch up to you. And she started, sleeping with people's husbands and stuff, and they started calling her out on it. And the guy Jules, he's still clueless. You know what I'm saying? Then he even at one point he was like, "Man, I think Timmy may be, sleeping around on me or whatever." And the guy was like, "Man, as big as influence she was, she wouldn't be, stupid enough to do that." Well, she was. And it ended up catching up with her. But the crazy thing about it is when my man Jules went out of town, she even got, wilder and wilder, right? One dude, he ended up falling in love with her, and he was gonna leave his wife, and he wanted her, to leave old dude or whatever, and she was like, "No, I'm not leaving. You know what time this is or whatever." So it was just wild, man. And the thing about it is, despite all of what he was suspecting, despite all of what was going on with her, she decided to have a public well, he decided to do a public, some proposal. And the crazy thing about it was one of her aunts had just died on the way to her going to be proposed, well, going to meet at the spot where Jules wanted her to meet at. But it was obvious that he was going to propose because he sent somebody to have her get dressed up, pick out a dress, and get makeup and all that stuff did. So she already knew what time it was. But in spite of her aunt dying, she was like, "Well, she would want me to be happy and she would want me to go ahead." So she went ahead and went there. And as soon as he proposes and she accepts, three ladies come out of the woodworks were like, "She sleeping with my husband. She slept with my husband. She slept with my man." She's like, "She's lying." Of course, Tammy, she's denying it. To herself, "Oh, they're lying. They're lying. They're lying." And then old girl pull out the screenshots and stuff like that. So he ends up, what I'm saying, of course, breaking up with her. She runs off and goes into the car. And I guess his sister was like, "Hey, Jules wants you to get up out of his car and get your stuff out of his house ASAP." And she was like, "But that's our house." You're like, "No, that's Jules' house." So she had to get up out of there. And she had a sister that was on the wild side. She just got out of jail. So they end up being like, "Oh, I heard what happened between you and Jules and all that other stuff." So like, "Yeah, I just think it's time for us to just move and start fresh." So they walking down the street, ain't got nowhere to go, what I'm saying, holding hands. And that's how her story ended. But the crazy thing about it, it was a man over here that was obsessed with her, that was married, the one that showed the screenshots of the proposal. And now they showed him and his wife at the end of the movie holding hands. So I guess, once that cat got out the bag, they, made amends. And, that was it, man. But for the movie to be named Sneaky Link, it wasn't nothing sneaky about it, man. She was just buck wild. She was just a stone cold freak that had no conscience, had no morals or anything. I mean, she would say like the simple like, "Oh, he looked like he could and then she would end up sleeping with him. That's just how bad she was. So it wasn't nothing sneaky linking about, you know what I'm saying, this title, man. It should have been called Freaky Links because that's all she was doing. And being an influencer, she knew, what I'm saying, the risk of her being caught because every time she would walk somewhere, like, oh, this Tammy such and such, let me get a picture with you, let me get your autograph and stuff like that. And she was still out here living reckless. So yeah, that movie couldn't have been called Sneaky Links. That should have been called Freaky Links. What's going on, Carissa? I'm sorry, what's going on, Carissa? Don't snap, I haven't watched it yet. Let me get out of here. Hold on. We got one more we got one more that's coming on. I know I'm done with that one, but you're gonna like it's like I said, it should be called Freaky Links. I'm just gonna put it like that. But we do have the next one, man, that I really want to get into, man, that everybody has been talking about. You know what I'm saying? And that is the movie If I Can't. And I'm like, okay, what I'm saying? Let me see what the fuss. Let the Tubi Kang see what the fuss is about. And this movie was a trip. You know what I'm saying? To say the least, man. I mean, just at the beginning, at the beginning, you know, you have you have Emery and you have Harlem. Hardworking guy. Like every time you saw, he was very genuine, mannerable to her, opening up car doors, wouldn't let her, what I'm saying, do anything, you know. So he's, what I'm saying, pretty much taking care of her, ends up buying her dream home. He was trying to, what I'm saying, sneak it like, hey, let's just go to this open house and see, what I'm saying, what the deal is and all things of that nature. And he ended up giving her, what I'm saying, her dream home. So everything was on the up and up. Like they were finna, what I'm saying, live happily ever after and all that good stuff. And then out of the blue, man, something happens, man. He went to a store to grab some stuff, and the next thing you know, this guy pulls up behind him and like kills him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, right in front of her. She's saying like, no. He was like, man, I got a pocket full of cash. You can have it all. And he still, what I'm saying, blew his brain smooth out. He then points the gun to her and was trying to shoot her, but he ain't had no bullets or the gun in. He was like, today's your lucky day. You know what I'm saying? And just dipped off into the, into the night. So she's distraught and everything. And then out of the blue, man, here comes your boy. Yeah, Mr. Scott, aka Rock. And when I say, man, this dude, man, I don't even know how to put it, man. But my thing is when he first met her, he was going up to get his girl, hair done on a Monday, which I don't know why he was coming on a Monday. We already know that beauticians be closed on a Monday. You know what I'm saying? And she was, Harlem was out there smoking or whatever. And he was like, he just went up there, grabbed a cigarette from my mouth. He was like, you too beautiful to be smoking. Y'all, you too sexy to be smoking. And then took the cigarette and just threw it down or whatever. And then got in the car with his girl, and kept on, trucking. The crazy thing about it was his girl had on like these big old glasses, like these big old shades, man, where it was basically covering up her whole face. Keep that in mind. So he end up getting some money. Well, he ended up going to get into the shop, whatever. Lolo, the beautician, she was like, oh, that's guy, he's the weed man and stuff like that. But he was definitely, more than that, as y'all will see, if y'all watch the movie or if y'all listening in, so he ends up, paying for his woman, some extra where she can go ahead and get in there because Harlem was supposed to get her hair done. That's Lolo right there. That's the, beautician or whatever. So she was finna hook up Harlem's hair, but then all of a sudden, your boy Rock comes in there and be like, hey, what I gotta pay, whatever. So Harlem ends up getting up out of the chair, and his girl, Rock's girl, is getting her hair done. So he sits next to Harlem and is, telling her, all this stuff like, hey, here's your money, let me pay for your hair and all that good stuff. And he's literally trying to holler at her right then and there while his girl is getting her hair done. So you would think that would be, a red flag, whatever. So all that passes by. They bump into each other in the club. A dude is harassing her. He comes in there, grabs her hand and we're like, hey, nah, she, you know what I'm saying, you need to back off. So like, oh, this must be your woman. They be like, nah, because if that was my woman, you'll be dead by now. So he presses on, the dude presses on, whatever. And then as you see, Rock is all up in there. She's smitten by him. My guy comes in more, giving her roses and gifts, you know what I'm saying, and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying. And he's like, you know what I'm saying, really feeling her, they feeling each other. Everything looks, you know what I'm saying, on the up and up. She know what kind of lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, that she in or whatever. She just engulfed in them. But the mom was not having it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, man, first thing we got to do is get you up out of your mom's house. So she was with it. He pulls up in a U-Haul, and you know what I'm saying, she ready to move. So mama come out there, but like, hey, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't trust this. You moving too fast, stuff like that. So she confronts Rock and was like, you need to let her down easy. She already lost one love of her life. She don't need to lose anyone else. You know, just let her down easy. You need to get up out of here. I don't know you. I don't trust you or whatever. So he basically ain't hearing it. He, you know what I'm saying, tongue the mom in her face, kissing on her, grabbing on her booty in front of her and stuff like that. So, oh, we gonna be, he like, nah, we just Carter came out there like, is anything wrong? Like, nah, man, just getting to know my mother-in-law, you know, and stuff like that. So the crazy thing about it is that he's doing all this in front of, you know, in front of the mama and all that stuff. So he ends up being terribly, terribly, terribly abusive, like super abusive, man. Right here, that's this her son, and right there, he's looking at his mama getting knocked down. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was looking at or whatever. And he kept saying, hey, you're gonna give me a baby, you're gonna give me a little girl, you're gonna give me a little girl. So despite her going through all this abuse, guess what ends up happening? Yep, you guessed it. She ends up being pregnant by old Rock. So Harlem wasn't the brightest crayon, you know what I'm saying, in the box. So she's, you know what I'm saying, knocked up literally and figuratively, you know what I'm saying, with this guy Rock. So she's pregnant by him. So right here, they disappear or whatever, right? Where she disappears. This cat come, well, the mama, man, the mama, you know what I'm saying, the mama was was a trip, because at first she was, you know what I'm saying, she was against him, and then she comes out and invites him, she invites Rock to the baby shower. She's like, oh, he's changed and you don't understand. He's been blowing my phone up. He really missed you. He's been miserable. He hasn't ate or slept since you left him and stuff like that. And I'm like, hold on, the mama was against him. He whooping your daughter, and now you for him. So here you go, you know what I'm saying, at the baby shower. You know what I'm saying, trying to get, you know what I'm saying, in good graces with her. He's saying, you know, whatever I gotta do, you know what I'm saying. She like, material stuff ain't going, she's like, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. He was like, no, I got something better than something material, right? So okay, we finna see what the deal is. You know, he said he got something better than material. So he drives her. Look, you can tell they in somewhere like in the woods, somewhere deep off in the woods. And the whole time I'm like, why is she with him in these woods? Like why? Like what is she really doing? And she like, take me home. I feel uncomfortable. I feel frightened. I feel scared. She, you know what I'm saying, didn't get out of run. Well, she was pregnant, so she couldn't really. But my thing is like, why'd you go out there with him? Only to find out, man, is that he ended up finding the guy, and I put finding in quotations. He ended up finding the guy that killed that killed Emery. You know what I'm saying? That's what she did. He ended up finding the guy and was like, had him tied up, you know what I'm saying, gagged and everything. And he was like, what do you want to say to him before I blow his brains out? So I'm thinking she's gonna be like, no, no, don't do it or whatever. But she was like, she was went along with it, and she said the same thing he said. She was like, I guess today isn't your lucky day. You know what I'm saying? And Scott went ahead and killed old boy. So everything seems to be, you know what I'm saying, on the, you know what I'm saying, on the up and up. Everything seems to be, you know what I'm saying, cool or whatever. And then he's still the same abusive guy. So she talks to her mama like he crazy. I don't, now her mama is back on the he crazy. He keep blowing my line up. I had to disconnect my house phone. He's been calling me 50, 100 times a day and all that other stuff. So now she's back on the, yeah, you need to get away. But at this point, you know what I'm saying, Harlem has already made moves. Harlem has already made moves. She's got a business and a home, you know what I'm saying, in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So that was what's going on, you know what I'm saying, with, you know what I'm saying, with that. So she trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to get out of Dodge, but she's still in Dodge, you know, so if you get what I'm saying. So we see how shady Lolo is. Lolo right there with the Rock, you know what I'm saying? And she's telling all of Harlem business. Yeah, she just posted this, which I don't understand when she posted anything on social media. But anyway, she's, you know what I'm saying, hey, she finna be in Atlanta. She got a business here. Her man left her 400,000, you know what I'm saying? When he died, he had a well off and stuff like that. And she trying to press upon him, telling something. Why you worried about her? She don't care for you like I do. You done messed that up. You need to be worried about me. So Lolo, who's supposed to be her good friend, you know what I'm saying? Hey, she done totally disregard that and just letting all of Harlem business out. But the crazy thing about it, right? There was a part in this movie to where right here, and you see, man, my boy Emery, count money, and right here, he was like, "Hey, I haven't been truthful to you about some things." So instead of her being like, I want to know what's going on, because it's rare that somebody's gonna come out of the blue and be like, "Hey, I haven't been truthful to you about a few things." So she's like, "You know what? We've had a great night. I'm in my dream home. Let's just let that wait until tomorrow." He was like, "All right." He's like, "Well, I ain't gonna ring no parade. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. Tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, never, you know what I'm saying, never came with them." So, like I said, she done pillow talk all the business. But this the thing about it is that the secret that Emery was lying about was, guess what? You saw when Emery was counting all that money, you know what I'm saying? Him and Rock used to be boys and on the block together. That's the crazy thing, man. They used to get money together, and Harlem had no idea. You know what I'm saying? That's the tripping thing about it. So they never alluded to if Rock knew who um who he was for real, well, or whatever. Because she never said, what I'm saying, his name or whatever. But my thing is, like, it's crazy that Emery and Rock got money together. And he was like, "Yeah, man, we used to get money together. Yeah, I knew Cat, whatever." So that was the tripping part about it. You know what I'm saying? So he knew, what I'm saying, her ex, whatever. He was already messing with her friend. Then he was messing with her cousin, you know what I'm saying? And her cousin, he ended up, what I'm saying, putting his hands on her because she was like, "Hey, I just the thing was she got him over there because she said that she was gonna tell, Harlem that nothing happened between them two. You know what I'm saying? But she lied, just get him over there. She tried to be intimate with him and he wasn't having it or whatever, and she said something to trigger him off, and he ends up choking her out and killing her. You know what I'm saying? He killed the cousin. Lolo then wants to act concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like, "Hey, we need to check on your cousin, whatever." At that point, Harlem ain't trying to hear none of that. Harlem ain't trying to hear, what I'm saying, none of that at all. So they having a go away party for the mama because the mama say she gonna move to Atlanta. My man Rock, he was trying to be civilized, like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying, we gonna have fun, you know what I'm saying, in Atlanta." Harlem wasn't trying to hear none of that. Harlem like, "Bro, we need I wanted you to come here, you know what I'm saying, where we can talk about this custody." And he was like, "Custody?" He was like, "I thought you said we were gonna start fresh." And she was like, "No, we're not gonna start fresh. This was, what I'm saying, where we could talk about custody and have a civilized, what I'm saying, conversation." My boy wasn't trying to hear it at all. So at that point, when he had that look, he was like, he just snapped, you know what I'm saying? Like, something that went in him, like, it's gonna be a bad day. The mom, now she saw this card, right? And the card was, what I'm saying, addressed to their child that they had together. True. So the mom kept looking at the card. She kept trying to read the card, but she got pulled away, at the last second. So, what I'm saying, obviously she didn't get a chance, what I'm saying, what I'm saying, to read the card. What I'm saying? This is the mom right here. Once again, the mom letting him in. That's the mom and Lolo. The mom letting him into the little go away party, and all that kind of stuff. That go, what I'm saying, she talking to, what I'm saying, trying to, "Hey, what's going on with your cousin," and stuff like that. Harlem did not care, what I'm saying, at all. So at this point, Harlem had shut it down or whatever, and she was just like, "Bruh, it's a wrap." So at this point, he's 38 hot. You know what I'm saying? He's not. Rock is like, "I'm finna get you. I'm finna get you." And what happens next, bruh? Like, Wow, like this is her son right here, and you just hear him in the distance saying, "Shut up, shut up." So Harlem gets up and like, "Who are you talking to?" Next thing you know, you hear, "Bow." Yeah, your boy Rock shot the kid, man. Shot the kid, man. He shot kid. He shot the kid. Shot Harlem. Uh, End up shooting. You know what I'm saying? Lolo. So he finna get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? He finna get up out of there. And the mama with her wishy-washy self, who was against Rock, for Rock, against Rock, for Rock. She didn't know what side of the pill, what side of the coin she wanted to be on. So she gets the gun that Harlem had to protect herself, which obviously that didn't work. So she's in there finna tells you killed my daughter, you killed my grandson, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like he finna kill her because he at this point he chilling. He didn't looked in the rearview mirror. He didn't rubbed his hair down and you know what I'm saying and all that good stuff. So I'm like, what's finna what's finna happen? Yeah, Shanti, he man, like when like this look right here. When I saw this look right here, like I knew it was a wrap. I knew it was a wrap. That's him when he shot Lola. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, that kid right there, he was telling him to shut up, and then that's the next thing you see. You know what I'm saying? So the mama get the gun, and I'm thinking like, man, he finna end up shooting her or whatever, because then you hear a gunshot and you see she done fell back. I'm like, dang, man, he done shot the mama. What's really going on? Nope. The mama laid Rock on down, you know what I'm saying, and killed him or whatever. I guess that little deuce, you know what I'm saying, had a lot of kick to it, but she ended up, you know what I'm saying, killing him. And I'm just like it was so many, you know what I'm saying, questions, because I'm like, why did the mama keep going back and forth? When the mama read that card, you know what I'm saying, why did it take, you know what I'm saying, so long? Because the house didn't appear to be like a mansion where she had to go through all these rooms to get, you know what I'm saying, to her. But at that point, it was too late because he had already went, you know what I'm saying, to the car, whatever. But my thing is, when he showed up to, you know what I'm saying, the getaway party or the goodbye party with a gun. Cause she's like, nah, you can't come in to this party with no gun. He's like, all right, I forgot I had it on me. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up in my car or whatever. So he still had the gun, you know what I'm saying, within reach. It wasn't enough for him to go back to the car. And you know how violent and crazy this man was. And you still say, hey, it ain't about that. This is my going away party. Hey, y'all need to talk, you know what I'm saying, another day. This ain't the smart thing, you know what I'm saying, to do. This is her being against Rock, because she was pro Rock, anti Rock. She didn't know what side she wanted to be on. But she ended up laying him down, you know what I'm saying? And that's how the movie ended. You know what I'm saying? It was sad, uh, first, you know what I'm saying? Her and let me add this part to it. Let me add this part to it. Right, Emery was shot right by this guy. And remember when I said that Rock ended up finding him, and I put finding in quotations. Emery actually wanted to get out of the game. He wanted to get out of the dope game and all that other stuff. And Rock was like, oh, he wanted to get out, and he just thought that he was better than everybody. So, you know what I'm saying, he ended up getting smoked. For me putting two and two together, that guy, The Rock, sent that guy to kill Emery because Emery wanted to get out the game, and I guess he was making it seem like he thought that, what I'm saying, that Emery was better than all of them or whatever. So from my assumptions is that he ended up sending that guy to kill, what I'm saying, Emery, right? Because I'm guessing that's why he had guys, what I'm saying, old boy mouth taped up, because on that scene when he went to the woods and had old dude bound and gagged, what I'm saying, dude would have been like, no, he the one sent me to kill Emery. He probably would have been saying all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he ends up sending that dude. Once again, this is my assumption. He ends up sending that dude to kill Emery. You know what I'm saying? For that petty reason or whatever. So that's what happened, you know what I'm saying, with that. It ends with this guy, The Rock, you know what I'm saying, dead, and the grandmama just left, you know what I'm saying, in shambles. Now she got a raise, you know what I'm saying, her granddaughter when the only thing she had to do was like, hey, this got crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go ahead and move to Atlanta, period. But she kept hanging around, knowing how violent and volatile this guy was. And it ended up, you know what I'm saying, costing her, you know what I'm saying, her life, man. And that was, you know what I'm saying, definitely, man, sad, you know what I'm saying, on that point, man. But yeah, the movie, if I can't, man, if you haven't, if you have seen it, you know what I'm saying, it was definitely a good movie. If you haven't seen it, I know I talked about it a lot, but man, it's some things that you got to piece together in that movie. I didn't tell it all, you know, so just in case you haven't seen it, you know, but it's definitely some things that you got to piece in now together, man, to get the full brunt of how, you know what I'm saying, this movie happened. Because that the movie cover is very, I ain't gonna say very misleading, but it is misleading. It doesn't really depict, you know what I'm saying, how the movie, you know what I'm saying, how the movie flows, man. But it was definitely, man, a real solid movie, man. So, and just on a serious tip, man, if you're in a domestic situation, violence especially, you know, you got to get up out of there. You know, nothing ain't worth it, man. You got to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? The mom, like I said, the mom, you know what I'm saying, she was hot and cold. You know what I'm saying? If the sun was out, she was gonna be pro rock. If it started raining, she was gonna be anti rock. So you got to listen, you know what I'm saying, to yourself, man, because that ended up, obviously a movie, but that ended up costing her life. But I'm pretty sure we've heard more than enough instances of stuff like that happening where you trying to believe in somebody can change, that's beating you down, and it doesn't change. It changes with you going to the morgue and people putting you on t-shirts. So, you know, but the movie, if I can't, definitely was a good movie. The movie Sneaky Links, which I said you should call it Freaky Links. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know, but you can, you know what I'm saying, check that out for your, you know what I'm saying, for yourself, man. But yeah, man, if I can't, great movie. Sneaky Link, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all be the, you know what I'm saying, the judge of that one for yourself, man. But that's it on this edition of Tubi Tuesday, man. The movie, If I Can't, and the movie, you know what I'm saying, Sneaky Links, man. Make sure that y'all check both of them out, man. Whew. Yeah, that movie, If I Can't, man. I'm still tripping on that one. That was definitely, man, a good one, man. But it's been a pleasure chopping it up with y'all once again, man. And as y'all know, this is always brought to you courtesy of the 2020 Podcast LLC. Please say the LLC, sponsored to you by Black Renaissance Clothing Brand, man. And they just got some new drops, man, that y'all need to go to the website, you know what I'm saying, and check on out, man. Make sure y'all check out the new drops, man, that they have at Black Renaissance Clothing Brand. You go to the website, www.shopblackrenaissance.com, man, for all of your dope gear, man. We also have Black Box Grooming, man. Go to the website, www.blackboxgrooming.com. They got the beard oil and the beard butter, man. Make sure y'all hack in and check that out. Also, Canary Bar, 105 North Jackson Street, Mobile, Alabama. So if you're in the Gulf Coast area or anywhere near, especially if you're in Mobile, man, check out 105 North Jackson Street, man. They have something going on every day, man. Tuesday through Sunday, man. The doors open at 5, man. So make sure that y'all definitely check it out, man. They have R&B night on Fridays, man. So make sure, man, that y'all definitely, man, check out Canary Bar. That's 105 North Jackson Street in the heart of the Entertainment District's division, downtown Mobile, Alabama. Also, man, for all of your realtor needs, man, selling the house, buying a house, selling land, buying land, trading houses, your girl Rosalind Spencer can put you in the game, man. That's all the information right there. So hit her up, man, for all your questions. If she has a question that she can't answer, trust me, she will find it out promptly, man. So make sure y'all holler at my girl Rosalind Spencer, the realtor, man. Also, K Marie Photography, man, for whatever photography needs that you have, whether it's graduations, if it's something, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to get jazz up, you're trying to get something on an intimate side, the sensual side, you know what I'm saying, K Marie Photography, man, definitely, man, can put you, you know what I'm saying, in the business, man, with it also. Make sure, man, y'all holler at K Marie with K Marie Photography. Now, I got a little sneak peek with something with y'all, man. I don't know if y'all seen, what I'm saying, the movie No Way Out. He's for the streets. When our favorite Stepmother 2 and the Urban Flicks show Foster's Law. But next Tubi Tuesday, man, I have actor, man, Lincoln Blake, man, who played in all of those movies, man. He will be a guest on Tubi Tuesday, man. We're gonna chop it up, man. He's gonna be talking about those three movies, man. That show. He's gonna talk about future endeavors, man. What got him into acting and all that good stuff, man. So my guy Lincoln Blake, man, will be on Tubi Tuesday next Tuesday, man. Stay tuned for the time, man. Y'all already know where we're gonna be at. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, and I know a lot of y'all got some questions about the stepmother. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna chop it up, man, and talk about that, man. So stay tuned for next Tuber Tuesday, man, as we have actor Lincoln Blake, man. But man, without further ado, man, I pray that y'all are having a great day, man. If you're gonna be out and about, stay safe, be safe. But if you're gonna be inside, hey, you know what I'm saying, chill, get you something good to eat, find you a good Tubi movie to watch, and just enjoy your day, man. But until I see y'all tomorrow, tune in tomorrow for Wind Down Wednesday. It's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good one. I know a lot of people have been talking about that Kiki Palmer, man, but me and Boy Black with EBH Productions and the Black EBH Black Show, man, we finna talk about it, man. We gonna come with a different angle, man, of what we think about it, man. So make sure that y'all tune in to Wind Down Wednesday tomorrow, man, as we chop it up, man. And this was brought to you by an EBH Productions. Y'all be blessed.